live for another Madden 22 Year 2 video, and we are going at it for the NFC Championship. We are facing Tom Brady. So please be sure to like and subscribe. Tap that little bell on that YouTube app so you guys never miss an upload. And here we go. So you guys never miss an upload. Sorry about that echo. Staff changes. Let's get the tree. Let's get the tree. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Let's run it down their throat. Ooh, rest in peace, brother. Okay, let's see if our we fully shoulder strain. Devontae Adams is out this week. Dang. Okay. Brady versus Murray. Color rush.
Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's the NFC Championship game. Cardinals taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the desert Southwest, Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing.
Mahomes lost?
The conference championship game may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And his first pass is incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Brady. And that'll be caught by Darden. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Dave Fonseca. There we go, brother. Get touchdown.
So a very good start, but don't go get those Super Bowl t-shirts left. Still the early going here.
I wonder if they're even printing them at this stage of the game, right? Do you wait a little longer before you say which one you're going to do? Good advice, Brandon. Make sure you know there's a lot of game left, but a good start.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC championship game. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And they give this time to the tailback. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
We talked about it last week, the pressure of not just playing in the playoffs and now in the championship game as they try to close out a perfect 19-0 season. Of all the games they played, though, this year, this is far and away the top touchdown.
A big play there. 49 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early and give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line, so it looked like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing.
Brady got
Not
locked
a good feeling at all,
there,
to put it
man.
mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackled for just a short gain.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Looking up at the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The defensive front is no joke.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And here's Murray on the keeper. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. To throw is Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. Now Brady. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And it's incomplete.
Oh, he almost had a diving
one. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Brady now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady.
Shane just keeps getting pancaked. What the hell?
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sherman. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right off the line as that will bring us down to the end of this first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do come up with their first points of the game, but Charles, the question is going to shift to their defense.
Yeah, the way things have gone, 3 points could become insignificant fast if this grows to 28-3 or 35-3. They need this defense to come up with a stop, and they need to do it now.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center, and he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain with 3rd down coming up. Now Murray. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations.
And that is caught. Touchdown.
There we go, Pitty.
Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Cardinals defense. They head out and get set here. And so far, their game plan, whatever it's been on this side of the football, working pretty well.
And I like where you went there, the game plan. You know that they spent all week watching tape, evaluating, putting together that game plan that they thought would be effective. But there's nothing like seeing it actually work on game day. What we're seeing here, wow, what a performance.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals.
Of course.
As a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And it's a fumble. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Here's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
Taylor!
And they will score. It's a pick 6.
Taylor just picked Tom Brady.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back now comes Tampa Bay, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that left.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now a carry here for their fullback. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run with Bud. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. As he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard and brings up 4. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Okay, come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nifty move. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 61 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Right back to him on 1st down. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 24 yards. And the Cards have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe you go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Brady now to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground.
We're about to beat Brady into retirement, bro.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Kirk. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
On 2nd down. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Brady's throw taken in by Miller. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. Well, I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking in zone, but
Mike,
it's
what are you doing?
Got the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
I think people wonder why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught at the 20. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there just before halftime. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the... Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Kyler Murray going to lead the Cardinals back out on offense. And we have seen him to this point with 4 touchdowns. We get a glance at his work. It's been good work.
Oh, it's been excellent work, and it's made so much better by our guys. Look at that montage of
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They'll start by running the option to the right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that almost their first.
What was a pass interference, man?
Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender up?
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Pittman. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Brady. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Brady going to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And they're going to first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Brady to throw again. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. A nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his pass incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, he finally didn't.
Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1st down, Murray. Left side, it's complete. And they got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
127 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Or if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy, because essentially now you have an extra running back there. So if he keeps it, you got a problem. If he hands it inside, you're probably not ready for it because you have all your focus back on number 1.
Shotgun now for Murray. Eluding the pressure, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals add on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a play fake. Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. From the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete as well.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? Inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing him.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. Kirk now, the return man. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And it's
There,
out of
now you
bounds,
have
and
another
we'll see
first
what
down.
the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
No! We gotta do our job, man!
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And oh, he coughed it up. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Looking to throw. Brady. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Brady. Over the middle, complete.
Oh, he caught
That's
that?
Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Brady now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
Go, Leo, go, Leo, go, Leo, go, Leo.
The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. On first down, Brady. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many. Third down. Throwing is Brady on third down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sherman. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Oh, and now some over-eagerness to try and block this. And it might first down. File that under the heading of catastrophe there.
No doubt about it. You're about to get the ball back, and yet you can't hold your water. End up jumping, and now you give them a first down.
Now Brady again. Over the middle to Evans. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a second down. To throw is Brady. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. From the gun on third down, Brady. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Well, I'm not sure he's
I'll be right back.
linebacker.
Mom, they messaged me.
complete. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to get. Cliff Kingsbury saying, hey, let's take another look at that. He's going to throw down the challenge flag. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Here's Brady to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller there to make the grab. And the Bucs are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. They'll try and run for it. Pushing through the contact. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 181 yards rushing for him now as he closes in on a 200-yard night. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment. And certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration, the focus necessary, and dropped it before he could haul it in.
On 2nd and 10, Brady, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Being chased out left. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And he'll be out of bounds on near the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that will that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
disciplined defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Brady. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
It's just not his focus in this game. It's not one drive. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. On 2nd and a couple. Murray. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Point after try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff
So we're going to see you guys
as they
in
will
the
send
Super
this one
Bowl.
away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. To throw on third down. Brady, he's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away, it's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Point after, right down the middle, and the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 9 seconds to go. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. The Cardinals are headed for the Super Bowl as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew...